Mm, mm, mm. Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Jesse Down. We are live here. Boy, this is this is some crazy news, man. Prayers up to Deshaun Watson. I hope Andrew Luck feels better. It's been a crazy NFL season so far, with all the injuries and everything going on, man. Just gonna make sure we live. Pretty sure we are. Make sure I get everything straight. Just give me a second. Yep, we're live. Okay. Yep. All right. Cool. So let's go ahead and get it started. First of all, my condolences, prayers goes up to Deshaun Watson. He injured himself in practice today, just now, like a few minutes ago. He tore his ACL. That's what the allegations and everything is saying. Um, it's very unfortunate for the Texans organization to lose their quarterback or their rookie. It's so soon. Going into the season, these guys, they had a lot of potential. That not only did they lose Deshaun Watson this year, but they lost J.J. Watt again, and they lost Whitney Merciless as well in the same game. So there's three stars potentially for the Texans that they have lost this year. It's very unfortunate. Uh, I don't know how the rest of the season is going to go for them. Just go off of predictions of what I had at the beginning of the year. I didn't have the Texans winning the division for the AFC South. And actually, after this injury, it kind of like opened my eyes even more because when I said they weren't going to win, they definitely aren't going to win it now. So it's kind of like I not told you so, but not in that type of manner. It's very unfortunate for injuries to happen in the NFL season. It's still early, and it's been a lot of injuries this year. A lot of stars that went down already, like as in Odell Beckham Jr. and Brandon Marshall went down early as well. Leonard Fournette just got hurt. He's probable. But all of these injuries, Aaron Rodgers went down. All of these injuries for the NFL is never a good sign. But, prayers goes up to them. Deshaun Watson was doing a great job. He was definitely a front runner for the Rookie of the Year candidate. And for him to get injured now is always an unfortunate loss. Well, a person of any of that talent to get hurt on a short notice, especially in practice, out of anywhere, and especially in practice, is definitely a loss for the Houston Texans. I don't know how they're going to recover with this. I don't know who they're going to start at quarterback now. I'm pretty sure they still have Tom Savage. But if they still have Tom Savage, they're going to put him in as quarterback. And, I wish nothing but the best for the Texans. Being as though I'm coming from a Colts fan, uh, sounds kind of awkward, but I don't think they're still in the division. The AFC South is still wide open, as I've been saying for the last few videos I've been dropping. The AFC South is wide open, and anybody can win it. My front runners are definitely the Titans now. They're like one of the most healthiest out of the whole AFC South. The Jaguars are healthy too, but their offense is as good as Tennessee. The Jaguars' defense is really good, but they got a tough road coming up ahead. The Titans, on the other hand, has a good road too, but they're a little bit more consistent, in my opinion. And they were supposed to win the division last year and go to the playoffs. I actually seen them. They would have made a better noise than Texans last year. They got blew out in the playoffs. The Titans would have gave the team more of a go. Not a Titans fan. It's just, just stating the obvious. Go ahead and drop this share. Yeah, so I'm just stating the obvious that the Titans are definitely a more polished team, in my opinion, than any other team in the AFC South. The Jaguars' defense wins championships, as Jalen Ramsey said, but you can't keep the defense on the field the whole game. That's when endurance kicks in. You need the offense to rely on a little bit, and that's what Fournette was. But Fournette's out as well. I mean, he's probable. He's still tweaking the injury, so I'm not sure if that will pay a price in the long run. But other than that, Deshaun Watson's out. I don't know how that offense is going to flow now, because with Deshaun Watson, and he was more of a throw it deep type, force pressure over the top and make your defense actually play, and other than just dinking and dunking. He was that guy that would go long up the field with no effort at all, and get the job done. So he was that type of guy, especially for a rookie to come in with that type of I should say ego, or that type of swag. It shows the type of player he is. He was very polished and definitely ready for the NFL. It's unfortunate for him to get hurt like this so soon. But it is what it is. You fight for these moments. A few quarterbacks have did so with a ACL injury. But, it's okay. He should be okay. Experiencing a lag. Let's see if we try to get this fixed. I think, yeah, it should be good now. Okay, cool. But yeah, like I was saying, it's very unfortunate. The Texans definitely might finish at least second in the AFC now. And then the other news, we're going to go to Andrew Luck. The Colts have placed him on the injured reserve, so he is definitely out for the rest of the season. It's kind of sad. I was definitely looking for some Andrew Luck football this year, but we're not going to get it, unfortunately, due to injuries. So we're going to have to ride the wheels with Jacoby Brissett. We're going to have to sign another quarterback as well, because he tweaked the injury last game as well. So it's not looking so good for the Colts. I don't know who they're going to get as a backup to accommodate the injuries and everything that's going on. Still have Scott Tolzien as quarterback, but it's a tough loss for the Texans and the Colts both. The Colts, we still have a chance, as you can see, with the injury of Deshaun Watson. Thanks for coming through, whoever just came in here. You missed all the grieving and the condolences and the farewells I gave to the Houston Texans. Yeah, the Colts, we still have a chance of winning this division. We are 2-5. The least we can go is at least 9-7 or 8-8. We can still do this. I still have faith in my Colts. Going back to Andrew Luck's injury, I'm not even mad that they put him out for the rest of the year, but the way the Colts is going and the organizations with Chuck Pagano is still head coach, I wouldn't want him to play either. We need some protection on the offensive line. We need to get Andrew Luck some help before he comes back. Being as though everybody was on the trading block and they still have Luck as their leader, which is surprisingly shocking, but it's cool. I hope Andrew Luck comes back better. We got to get some protection before he comes back. That's the only thing I know. We got to get an O-line and a better wide receiver core. Now, being as though the wide receiver core does good when Andrew Luck is around, when he's not there, they still got to produce with Jacoby Brissett in the backfield. It's still unfortunate. Everybody's on the block. I don't know what we're going to do this offseason. If we do finish last in the AFC South and in the NFL, we get a good draft pick. So, it's kind of like a toss-up. I definitely would like to be in the playoffs. Don't get me wrong, but, if we got to battle for a draft pick, then that's what it's just going to be. With the coaching and Chuck Pagano and way it goes, yeah, it sucks for Watson having. Yeah, I know. I was just saying that earlier. Thanks for coming through, by the way, Bruce City. I was just saying that earlier. Deshaun Watson getting hurt and so soon, with the type of swag he brought to the field and the attitude he had and the persona, he was doing so good, especially when he just played Seattle and they lost, unfortunately. But he put that defense on their heels, man. He was throwing the ball deep, scrambling out of there. He was just a man amongst the boys out there. It's kind of like Michael Vick in his prime. But a little bit better on accuracy. Don't get me wrong. He was definitely better, Deshaun Watson. For him to get hurt earlier today in practice is definitely an unfortunate loss for the Texans. That's it, being as though they lost J.J. Watt and Whitney Merciless earlier, and now him is definitely a toss-up. I don't know how they will recover from this. All I can say is, like I said earlier, is I wish the best for them in the future. I don't know how they're going to do it. Whoever they got coming in at quarterback is definitely not going to be the same with him, because they're not going to be as good as Deshaun Watson throwing the ball deep. So you're definitely going to see some dink and dunking, as in Tom Brady for Sunday. Yeah, he'll bounce back for sure. He's a strong kid. He was definitely pretty good in college as well. I'm pretty sure he'll bounce back and be better than he was. And he's definitely going to have some type of edge on him when he comes back. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to win the AFC South again, as they almost had it this year. But it's looking like the Titans and the Jaguars, the Colts, are in no contest of this competition. We're battling for a draft pick. Looks like Andrew Luck is out for the season as well. There's always a toss-up in the NFL. All these stars getting injured, man. Odell, Aaron Rodgers, now Deshaun Watson. I just don't know how the NFL is going to, fix this. If there's a way to be fixed other than, playing it safe. I don't know how this is going to work. But yeah, man, prayers to Deshaun Watson. Andrew Luck's coming back next year as well. He was in rehab a few weeks ago. He said his shoulder still hurts when he was throwing the football around. So, yeah, I suggest you guys just sit him down on injury reserved, which was a smart move on the Colts organization, an actual smart move. I'm surprised, but we gotta get some fixing during this offseason. We gotta get rid of the coach. Gotta get rid of some players as well that's holding us back, and we gotta start off fresh. I heard they try to put Frank Gore in the trade rumors as well, which is a surprise after all the running backs we have. But I'm not surprised. The guy's old. He's a tank still, but it's not good enough. But that's all I got for you guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. This is GSC Dime signing out. Thank you guys for coming through. Peace.